give up a lot. So in turn, if you're playing a team like that, you can't make an abundance of mistakes yourself, because you'll just find yourself in a no-win situation.
Well, thanks a lot, Terry. Terry Pavley with our keys to the game. We'll come back with the first period between the Broncos and Kootenay Ice next on the Eagle 94.1.
The Standard Motors play-by-play.
Slap shot, scores! I tell you, I don't think the goalie even saw it coming.
A big part of staying safe on winter roads is being able to spot the hazards. Make sure you can see by seeing the Good Wrench service team at Standard Motors. From windshield wipers to headlights and taillights, to make sure the other guy can see you. Work with the winning team, the Standard Motors Good Wrench service team in Swift Current.
Redhead Equipment in Swift Current has the right combine for you, offering the broadest lineup in the industry with 6 Case IH Axial Flow models. The Axial Flow's proven single rotor and matched capacity design provides unmatched grain quality and savings. With the fewest drive components in the industry, Case IH Axial Flow combines are engineered for simplicity and reliability. See Redhead Equipment today for more details.
When farming is your business.
The first period, live from the Buffalo Brew Pub broadcast booth. Here's your voice of the Broncos, Sean Mullen.
Good evening, hockey fans. We are live from the Credit Union iPlex in Swift Current. The Broncos taking on the Kootenay Ice, one of the 3 final home games of the year. I'm Sean Mullen, joined by Terry Pavley. And Terry, one of the last chances fans get to see the likes of Taylor Voss, Brad Hoban, and John Groenheid here.
Yeah, as the season winds down, the people of Swift Current, are fortunate to see some of these talented players come through. I think that's one of the big pluses that we have being a community our size with a CHL team in our market, is you do get to see the best players, junior age players in the country, and the future stars of the NHL, and a lot of communities our size don't get that opportunity. So I think it's important for the fans here to come out and see these guys, also for everything they've contributed, not just to the hockey club, but also to the community of Swift Current.
When you think about a guy like Taylor Voss, who has spent so much time working with young kids who have diabetes or in the community, or designing jerseys for the team and wearing the C, or a guy like Brad Hoban, who's now 3rd all-time in Broncos games played, or a guy like Groenheid, who's played a tremendous amount of hockey, has faced the 3rd most shots of any goaltender in the league here this season. These are guys who have contributed a lot to the Swift Current Broncos, and it'd be nice to have big crowds, enthusiastic crowds in their final games here at home.
Yeah, and that just adds to the positive memories that they have being, in the community, playing hockey here. I think that type of thing just, everybody that plays here really seems to gravitate back at some time or the other. They really like it here, and that would just add to the memories they would have.
Our referees tonight brought to you by Vision Care Clinic. Don't make questionable calls with your vision. Curtis Howe and Chad Williams are the referees. Jason Roy and Ian Schaefer are the linesmen. Stuart Smith is our video goal judge. The starting lineup for the Broncos, they'll go with Taylor Voss, Brad Hoban, Coda Gordon up front, Graham Craig, and Richard Niedemel on the back end. For Kootenay, it'll be Tanner Muth, the former Bronco, and Jagger Dirk on the back end. Joanne Tillip, Brock Montgomery, and Max Reinhardt up front. So the Reinhardt brothers are separated for the Kootenay Ice. And let's head down to ice level and listen into O Canada.
The voice of Robin Waldenberger for our Canadian national anthem.
O Canada, our home and native land, true patriot love, in all thy sons command. With glowing hearts we see thee rise, the true God keep our land glorious and free. Oh, Canada, we stand on guard for thee. Oh, Canada, we stand on guard for thee.
Well, hopefully we get started here. Some of the lights just went out.
Yeah, instead of the lights usually flicker or starting to go on during the national anthem, they all popped off. But it looks like they
Looks like they're coming back.
They got them back. Somebody hit the switch again to get them back going.
Somebody leaned into it, probably. It's happened to me a few times at the wrong time. Taylor Vaz and Richard Niedemel come into the game tonight with 5-game point-scoring streaks. Niedermel's really heated up lately. Has points in 11 of his last 12 games and 14 points over that time. And he's producing, of course, for the most part on the power play. But that shot is getting more and more dangerous as the season progresses.
Yeah, he's done such a good job as the season progressed to use that wrist shot on the power play and get it away quickly and then avoid the defenders blocking that puck. So just a very good transformation or improvement that he's shown in the offensive side of his game.
Interesting as well to note, a fact I learned about the Kootenay Ice from their stats package. They've finished above 500, including this year now, because they know they will, for 13 consecutive seasons. That's certainly quite an accomplishment, and the consistency of this franchise is almost stunning. As the Broncos get the puck into Kootenay territory, Taylor Vaz throws it across the front of the net. Nobody there. Comes back to Graham Craig. He'll shoot one. Big rebound. Vaz turns and can't get it by his old teammate, Tanner Muth, who makes a nice shot block on that one. Puck at center again. It's deflected by Coda Gordon. Into Kootenay territory, on goal, covered by Lewin, and we'll get a face-off in ice territory only 28 seconds into the hockey game, but a good early chance for the Broncos.
Yeah, that chance was started by just speed and hard work by Taylor Vaz. He just went down the right side wall, went very fast, created a little bit of pressure there, threw the puck across to the front of the net, and the Broncos swarmed the front of the net and got some opportunities.
Kootenay wins the draw in their own zone here. And try to move it out. Graham Black nearly stole it. Magnus does. Gets it over to Moser. That's deflected to the corner. Leach back to pick it up for Kootenay. Put it behind his goal. Quickly up the wall, and away come the ice to center. A deflected puck ends up in the Bronco bench as Sam Reinhart can't find that. And that'll be a face-off in the neutral zone. But Sam Reinhart, what a story he's been for the Kootenay Ice. A 16-year-old, already up to 59 points in 60 games this season. You never see that kind of production from someone that young.
No, that's definitely making an impact at a young age. And usually, even kids who are scorers in AAA midget or even at the junior B level, especially out in BC, it takes them a year or two to really find their knack offensively, and he's done that. Good chance there for Kootenay on a puck bouncing off the backboards, and Groenheid had to stick his bat out, and the Broncos get it out to center. Stumped back in by Leach, right towards the goal, and Groenheid got a piece of it. Funny hop off the glass. It's centered by Sam Reinhart. Antilla can't get a stick on it. Graham Black back to move the puck up to Christian Magnus, and he'll chip it out to center. At center ice now, Moser forced it into Kootenay territory. He's 1 against 3, though, and the Ice take it away. McKinley's got it. Up to center ice now. Reinhart will dump it into Bronco territory, and the Ice make a line change. Dalton Riem back to collect it for the Broncos. He'll skate with it a bit. Long pass deflected by Jerko into Kootenay territory. Back to pick it up there, Levi Cable. Pressured by Rossignol. He'll send it out to center. Dump back in by Jerko, not deep. And the Ice get it to center ice again. Pierce turns back to his own blue line. Up to center, deflected by Benoit into Bronco territory. Riem chasing it back. Turns and sends it up the wall, right in the feet of Pierce as Riem got knocked to the ice, and Benoit threw him hard into the boards. Then the Ice turned the puck over, and here comes Levi Buse down the right wing. Fakes the shot, now tries to take it and fanned on it. Loose puck around the net. Jerko whacks at it, and Lewin keeps it out. And Kootenay will clear to center. Reese Scarlett at his own blue line turns the puck over, and Benoit dumps it in behind the Bronco goal. Hetherington back to collect it. Had his first goal and an assist game in Red Deer on Friday night as the Broncos dump the puck deep into Kootenay territory. Dirk back to collect it, leaves it for Tanner Muth. Up the wall, off Adam Smith's stick and out to center. Daniel Dale trying to dump it back in, got blocked. In for Kootenay comes Philp down the right wing, shoots the puck into Richard Niedemel. It bounces to the right corner. Philp has it there. He'll cycle it. It's centered. Nobody there for the Ice as John Martin's stick was tied up. In the corner now battling for it, Hubick. Comes back to the left point.
Held in there by Simpson. Out of his goal, Groenheid leaves the puck for Niedemel. Up the wall it comes, just out to the neutral zone. The Ice are going to be offside as it comes back in. That gives Daniel Dale some time. He'll skate and not get to center and dump it down the ice for an icing call. Dale can't believe it. He thought he made it, but it didn't look like he did to me anyway. 16:52 to go in the first in a scoreless game.
One thing the Broncos really need is this, third and fourth line. They have to be better. The last two shifts, there's been a number of turnovers when guys had opportunities to control the puck. That icing play, when you get out there, you got to make sure that you do your job. And, especially when you're on a line that sometimes doesn't get as much ice time, when you do get your opportunities, you got to make the most of it, because you make those mistakes as a third and fourth liner, you're not going to get out again.
Ice win the draw in Bronco territory, but it bounces off Leach's stick and into the neutral zone. Leach will dump it back deep. Graham Craig collects it there. Hangs out behind his net. Now he'll skate with it a bit. Craig goes to center for Vaz. Knocks the puck down and controls it over the Kootenay line. Looking for Gordon. It rolls off his stick to the left corner. Vaz picks it up. Back to the line to Craig. Walks the line a bit over to Niedemel. He'll just keep it in as Antilla was on him. Off Gordon's stick. It's picked up behind the net by Nybrandt. Now Leach comes in to help. Off the boards, and it's golfed out to center. Niedemel swings at it and misses. In comes Montgomery down the left wing for Kootenay. Stops, sets. Centering pass in the feet of Craig, and Vaz is back to pick it up. Turns in his own zone, nearly turns it over, and Niedemel is able to knock it to the line. Nice play by Antilla, knocking it out of midair. Pass to Montgomery, left corner, walking towards the net, tries a shot from a bad angle, stopped easily. Held in by Tanner Muth at the right point. Good battle for it now behind the Bronco net. Max Reinhardt has it, skates it to the right half wall, back to the line to Dirk. He'll look and shoot. That deflects towards Groenheid and stays out. Graham Craig grabs the rebound, goes off the boards out to center. Dirk tried to pass it off, but turned it over to Vaz, and he'll dump it into ice territory for a line change. Ryan Moser goes after it, but he's by himself. He's bumped there by Muth. Former teammates battling in the corner of the Kootenay zone. Graham Black trying to find it. Cycles it for Moser. Black picks it up again. Throws it to the corner to Magnus as Muth bumps him. Magnus has it in his feet. Dirk's on top of Magnus. Black coming in to help. Puck squirts free, and Kootenay tries to clear. It's blocked by Moser. Another try, blocked by Scarlett. He holds it in right point. They're saying that's offside. 15-11 to go in the first. It's scoreless. Broncos hockey on the Eagle 94.1.
Pinnacle Source for Sports is your team specialist. They now offer custom embroidery for all of your team clothing, whether it's football, hockey, basketball, baseball, it doesn't matter. They can customize any jersey you have for any sport. Pinnacle Source for Sports can keep you looking good on and off the field with the latest in brand name sporting apparel. Come check them out in the Wheatland Mall. Pinnacle Source for Sports, your team headquarters in the Southwest. Now open every Friday until 9 p.m.
I'm Sean Mullen with Terry Pavley back here in Swift Current. Scoreless between the Ice and Swift Current Broncos. 14:55 to go in the first period. Puck sent up the wall in the Kootenay zone and out to center. Chasing it down is John Martin. He'll gain the Bronco line. Tried to center it. That's broken up, and Groenheid will cover with Martin going to the net. And Dalton Riem takes exception to that. And a little pushing and shoving going behind the Bronco goal, and we'll get a face-off in Swift Current territory. But congrats to John Groenheid, CHL Goalie of the Week. That's quite an honor for the 20-year-old.
Yeah, very good honor. And, when you play like he has played, we've seen it all season. There's times when he is just very, very good. And there was nights when the Broncos probably didn't deserve to be in a hockey game, and he kept them in it, allowed them to compete, won some hockey games. And you like to see a kid like that who's, showed those qualities throughout the year have a good opportunity and get recognized for his solid play.
Groenheid, a .913 save percentage since the new year started, and that shows that his play has certainly made a significant leap forward in the last 2 months. Andy Blank on the draw in his own zone now. Draw won by Kootenay. Blank finds the puck. He'll skate with it out to the neutral zone. Blank gains the Kootenay line with a dump in, goes after it left corner, plays it behind the net, got it to Adam Smith there, cuts out front for a backhand shot, stopped by Lewin. Fourth line play executed perfectly there as Adam Smith finds the puck again in the left corner. He's bumped. Tanner Muth on top, or not Muth on top of him. That's Luke Paulson on top of him trying to dig it free. Puck comes behind the net and Luke Philp has it. Up to center. Here come the Ice. Stumped into Bronco territory by Martin. Philp going after it. Fleming beats him to the puck. And Martin comes in to help, and there's going to be a penalty here as Daniel Dale knocks Martin down. And a hold is called. Now Adam Smith having words with Martin as well. Waiting to see actually who the penalty's against. I think it might be Dale. It looks like that's who they're directing to the box. No, it's Andy Blank.
So I thought it was maybe an interference down low, but maybe it was...
No, it's not Blank.
Oh, it's the Cranbrook player for holding.
We don't see him in the penalty box.
They're trying to get him over there now. You know, that fourth line, what a good play by Andy Blank. He got the puck down the left-hand side, brought the puck a little bit off the wall when he skated, which drew the defenseman off the wall. He was able to chip it past him, skated hard to the corner. Adam Smith went to the other corner. He anticipated the play, and Andy Blank was able just to pass it over to Adam Smith behind the net. Adam Smith tried to, just tuck it from the short side, but they created a scoring opportunity from a very simple play.
There's a long argument now going on at the Kootenay bench, and now Philp is sent to the penalty box. Chris Knobloch clearly not happy with the call. It almost seemed like they were going to bring the guy off the bench for a second, but it's going to be a Bronco power play. Swift Current's power play fourth in the league at 25.6%. Kootenay fourth on the penalty kill at 81%. Bronco power play brought to you by Robertson Rentals. Swift Current wins the draw. Reese Scarlett has it right point. In for Brad Hoban. Back for Scarlett. Across to Niedemel. He'll go to the left half wall into Taylor Voss. Now Voss skates it back top left circle. Try to pass. Broken up by Leach. Hoban's on it. He'll drop it to Voss in the corner. Back out front. Hoban shoots, and Lewin makes a glove save. Point blank on Brad Hoban. 20 seconds into the Bronco power play.
That's a play we've seen a lot this year. Taylor Voss in the corner. Brad Hoban gives him the puck into the corner. Just comes up, kind of the top of the circle. Gets in that good shooting zone, the funnel, some coaches will say. And Taylor Voss puts it right back on his tape and a quick shot on net.
And Kootenay clears it. And it deflects, I think, into the ice bench. But they're going to say it's a neutral zone faceoff regardless. Must have hit off Reese Scarlett. Here's going to be a face-off just next to the Kootenay bench. Broncos have a minute 35 to go on the man advantage. They've outshot the ice 5-2 so far. Voss wins the draw. Scarlett goes across to Niedemel. 5-game point-scoring streak for Niedemel as he dumps it into Kootenay territory, but right onto Jagger Dirk's stick. He'll send it up the wall, and it's held in by Taylor Voss. He has pressure on him, and it's forced out to the neutral zone by Max Reinhardt. Here's Richard Niedemel back at his own blue line. Over to Scarlett. Broncos are going to start fresh. They go all the way back into their own zone. Scarlett starting the breakout. Gets to center for Hoban. His pass deflects right into Isman. Broncos go back to center again. Now Niedemel will dump it in. Lewin out of his net. Got a stick on it. Deflect to Hoban at the right half wall. He plays it back to the corner. Tanner Muth intercepts that. He's got Voss on him. Muth sends it up the other side. It deflects to the corner. Picked up by Dirk. Sent up the right wall again. Scarlett pinches in, keeps it alive. Bouncing puck. Voss centers it. Hoban has it. Shoots one. The rebound cleared to the line and off Scarlett and out to center. 40 seconds to go on the power play. Broncos probably need a change here as they back up into their own zone, and they'll get the forward line to the bench. Scarlett backs up into his own end. They've got 30 seconds now. That change killed off 10 seconds as Scarlett skates it up to center and drops it to Black. He'll gain the Kootenay line. Dumps it around behind the ice net. It deflects to the left corner. Buse there. Plays it back in for Moser. He's bumped. Black picks it up. He's got a man on him. Good pressure by Kootenay on the penalty kill. Broncos trying to dig the puck free. Ryan Moser in there as well. All three forwards can't take it away from the two ice defensemen. Leach sends it off. Graham Craig to center, and a 2-on-1 developing for Kootenay. Nice play by Riem to knock the puck to the corner with Montgomery on him. Now Max Reinhardt's got the puck behind the net for Montgomery. Back to the line to Nybrandt. Middle of the point. The puck's deflected. Picked up for a shot by Benoit. That's stopped in front by Groenheid. Montgomery has it behind the net again, pressured by Black. Back to the line again. It goes off the stick of Simpson and out to center, and we're back to 5-on-5. Poor finish to the power play there for the Broncos as Scarlett goes back into his own zone. 11:35 to go in the first period. It's still scoreless. Reese Scarlett up to center ice to Josh Durko. He'll dump it deep, and Magnus goes after it. Nybrandt and Magnus collide behind the net. Magnus, a former member of the Kootenay Ice, former teammate of Nybrandt's, as the puck comes up the wall and Scarlett holds it in, shoots one, blocked in front. It bounces out to center. Here comes Kootenay on the rush down the left wing. Martin stops top left circle, shoots one off Sam Reinhart and wide of the Bronco goal. Played back to the left point to Dirk. He fumbles it a bit, goes to Tanner Muth, right point, shoots one, missing the net, glove hand side. It bounces up the left wall, and Scarlett forced it out to center. Magnus ahead to Rosino. Gains the Kootenay line, onside, stumped behind the net by Durko. Picked up by Dirk, chips it up the wall. And the Broncos will back off as Kootenay takes it out to the neutral zone. Dirk cross-ice pass to Sam Reinhardt, who dumps it into Bronco territory. Groenheid leaves the puck for Dylan Hetherington, who's played great hockey over the last month while paired with Reese Scarlett. He moves it over. Niedemel gets it to center. Here comes Adam Rosino over the Kootenay line. Loved to score against his old team, but he's forced off the puck by Leach. Rosino dealt to the Broncos by Kootenay for Tanner Muth just before the trade deadline. Here's Graham Craig for the Broncos. His pass deflects into Kootenay territory. Out of his net, Lewin sends it up the wall, and it skips past everybody down the ice into Bronco territory. Groenheid will play it, backhands it to Niedemel. He'll send it up the right wall, held in by Leach at the point. Slap shot, blocked by Coda Gordon, and he'll take it out to center. Nice block and collection there by Gordon. Over the Kootenay line, behind the net. Hoban goes after it. He's got a man on him. He got run hard. Big hit by Leach, and a penalty coming to Kootenay. That's going to be called interference, I believe, against Leach with 9:54 to go in the first period. And a scoreless hockey game. We'll take the radio timeout. Broncos will be on the power play next on the Eagle 94.1.
It's too hot. It's too cold. Sound familiar?
Before thermostat wars send your utility bills soaring, see your Lennox dealer about a Dave Lennox Signature Collection home comfort system.
Call or see Brad or Tom at Lenz Plumbing and Heating at 130 8th Avenue Northwest. Call Lenz to arrange a 10-point Sask Energy Networks home heating tune-up.
See your participating Lennox dealer for details. Lennox dealers include independently owned and operated businesses. Lennox, a better place.
I'm here to clear up a few misunderstandings. This is not some sort of trick. No, I am not flirting with you, and yes, I am perfectly sane. 8 pieces of original recipe chicken and medium fries really are just $14.99 for everybody, not just you. It's part of the Streetwise value menu, only $14.99 at KFC. So good.
Pick up your KFC bargain bucket at Kurt's KFC, Self-Service Road East, Swift Current.
You always shoulder check before passing anyone. You always use your blinkers, and you never speed. Unlike that guy who just plowed into your rear bumper. Bad accidents happen to good people, and when you want repairs done right, you bring them to Clausen's, the auto body collision specialists. They're your SGI accredited experts, always paying attention to every last detail. Clausen's Auto Body in Swift Current.
I'm Sean Mullen with Terry Pavley, back live at the Credit Union Iplex in Swift Current. Broncos going to their second power play of the period. Game scoreless between Kootenay and Swift Current. Interference against Joey Leach, the call, and the Broncos will hope for a better power play than the last time out.
Yeah, it wasn't very smooth the last power play, but yet they got, Brad Hoban got 2 pretty good scoring opportunities. So hopefully they can, just get set up a little bit better and get some puck movement, which we often see. And then they're very successful when they get that puck movement. They get it to the point, then they create offense from back there.
Good draw win by Kootenay's Benoit, though, and they get a quick clear. That kills off a good 15 seconds already. Here's Niedemel up for Brad Hoban. Gains the Kootenay line just onside. Takes it into the left half wall. Turns with the puck. Top left circle. Down to Vaz. Back to the line to Niedemel. They're watching him close. He'll pass it off to Vaz. Top left circle. Niedemel again. Top right circle. Looking for the shot. Takes it through traffic. And Lewin finds it as the crowd was yelling for the shot there. And we'll get a face-off in Kootenay territory. 1:27 to go in the man advantage.
Yeah, that was good setup by the Broncos. Niedemel got the puck, and I think the crowd was right for once. You often hear the crowd just yell, shoot, shoot, shoot when it's not there. But if he had got that to net a little quicker, I think it would have had a better chance for a rebound.
Here's Hoban. Cross for Vaz. Top of the slot. Shoots one high. Scarlett coming in from the point at the right half wall, trying to keep the puck alive. It bounces out front. Vaz whacks at it. Comes to Hoban. He'll shoot and miss the net. Blocker hand side. Had a great chance to get one there. Reese Scarlett at the right point. Into the right half wall. Back to Niedemel. Man on him. He passed it off. Top left circle. Hoban looking for an opening. Brad Hoban down low to Coda Gordon. He'll skate it to the left half wall himself. Stop. Turn. Back to Hoban. To the left half wall again. Down low to Taylor Vaz. Back to the line to Richard Niedemel. Cross to Scarlett, trying to set up that shot again. Scarlett, out front, Vaz shoots one, blocked, rebound, Hoban picks it up. He's on the left half wall again, nearly turned it over, then dumps it behind the goal, picked up there by Gordon, back for Hoban. Again on the left half wall, to the left point, Niedemel takes the shot, deflected wide of the Kootenay goal. Scarlett at the right half wall, got it back into Gordon, centering it, loose puck, Hoban waits, and Lewin dives on it before Hoban can take the shot. With 18 seconds to go on the power play, Lewin was down and out, and he took away a glorious chance.
That was a textbook power play by the Swift Current Broncos. Lots of movement. Even at the beginning, when the Kootenay Ice, they were in a pretty good box. They started getting movement down low so they could move it high. A few of the times when that cross-ice pass was open, it was there. What can you say? Brad Hoban has had the puck 4 times in the slot and hasn't been able to finish yet. So, if he keeps getting those opportunities, I'm sure we'll see him capitalize.
Kootenay gets the puck down the ice off another draw win, and that'll pretty much kill off the rest of the Leach penalty. Benoit pinning it in the corner. Now Montgomery's got it. Takes it behind the Bronco net. Trying to cut out front. And Black got in his way. Sends it up the wall. Held in by Dirk. Back to 5-on-5. Dirk shoots one. And that deflects out of play. But Kootenay gets another penalty kill. And you're right. A lot of chances in tight for Brad Hoban. A couple of missed nets for Hoban and Vaz. And Kootenay, I thought, really did a job, Terry, of making sure that Richard Niedemel point shot wasn't there, at least as open as it usually is.
No, they did a very good job, and that's what I'd like to see, how the Broncos adapted, and they moved it down to the half wall, and then they went cross-ice a couple times, found guys who are wide open, and that's what good power play guys do. Your coaches give you a template, but obviously you got to move from that.
Quick shot for Kootenay on John Groenheid, and he makes a nice stop, and he'll hang on. Back to 5-on-5 now. Maybe we'll see if the Ice gets some momentum out of those 2 penalty kills, stopping one of the top power plays in the league. And the Broncos were unable to convert on their power play chances against Edmonton except for the first 5-on-3. So the power play is a little cold maybe here in the last 2 games. Although, as you said, they moved the puck around pretty well. Draw won by Swift Current in their own zone. Moser skates it out to center, gets to the red line and dumps it in deep. Black will go after it as Moser got dumped by Muth. Black trying to find the puck left corner. Dirk's on him. Puck comes up to the left half wall. Moser got a stick on it, but can't keep it in, and it's forced out to center. Christian Magnus trying to find it. Misses the puck, and Sam Reinhardt will dump it behind the Bronco goal. Hetherington collects it. Starting from his own end, he's got some speed. Out to the neutral zone. Gets to the red line and dumps it deep. Lewin got a stick on it to the right corner. Paulson against Magnus there. Puck bouncing. Black in to help for the Broncos. Ships it up to the right half wall. Magnus picks it up. Back down low to Black. Bounced off his stick, and Muth is trying to pin him. Now here's Durko. Throws it out front. No Bronco there for that pass. Collecting it back in his own zone. Elgin Pierce sends it out to center, and it rolls into Bronco territory. Richard Niedemel back to collect it. The big check. Drops it off to Graham Craig in front of his net. Back out to center to Durko, and he'll chip it high into Kootenay territory. Bouncing puck ends up behind the Kootenay net. Broncos are on it. Buse got poke checked nicely by Simpson, though. Nice play by Simpson, and the Ice get it to center. Riem dumps it back in deep. Out of his goal, Lewin sends it up the right wall. Buse trying to keep it alive. It bounces off his chest. It's in his feet. Kootenay trying to force it out. Durko in there as well, and eventually Simpson skates it to center. He'll pass that puck off, and it's dumped by Martin into Bronco territory. Back to get it behind his net. Phillips centers it. No one there for Kootenay. Daniel Dale, though, can't get the puck out. Thrown out front. Great chance for Philp. And Groenheid makes a terrific stop in tight. And now Dale and Martin getting into it behind the Bronco net. And the linesmen are going to come in and break that up. But Daniel Dale drops the gloves. He wants that Martin. Martin drops his. The linesman won't let him go. They are wrestling hard. They really want at one another. And the linesmen are doing everything they can to tangle them up. Real emotion here between Daniel Dale and John Martin. And the linesmen will not let it happen. Jason Roy and Ian Schaefer policing this action.
Yeah, I think it got started a little bit late. They took a little bit too long. The one official was in there, but that shift, the scoring opportunity, and a very good scoring opportunity by the Kootenay Ice, started with the Broncos not protecting the puck. Levi Buse had an opportunity behind the Kootenay net, kind of just went there almost like he didn't expect anybody to be there, got the puck taken away from him, and then Daniel Dale does the same thing on the wall, up, in the neutral zone here, and you got to protect the puck against good teams. You can't be soft on the puck. ends up in our end, and John Gronite has to make a very good save because of 2 opportunities where we weren't strong on the puck.
Well, I know Dale gets the puck in his own zone towards the top of the zone and hangs onto it a split second too long. You got to know where it's going to go when you get it, right?
Yeah, definitely. You got to anticipate what you're going to do with the puck before you even get it.
4-on-4 action now with the puck in Bronco territory. And Boss gets it out to Brad Hoban. He'll turn at his own blue line. Brad Hoban, who has 18 points in his last 16 games, drops it back to Richard Niedemel, and he turns it over to Leach. Leach to the slot for Max Reinhardt, who fans on the one-timer, and Groenheid makes an easy stop, and the Broncos force it out to center. Here's Hoban over the Kootenay line. Made a move. Nice play by Leach, who then gives him a hack. Another hack. Well, this one's a borderline as Leach gets the puck in the corner. Sends it up to Sam Reinhart. He'll go cross ice off the boards to Max Reinhart. Gains the Bronco line. Stops. Sets. Craig bumps him. Sam Reinhart comes in. He got poke-checked by Graham Black. Puck's in their feet. Max Reinhart digs it loose. He'll turn at the right point. Drops it for Muth. One-time shot. Deflected, and Groenheid makes the save as Craig and Sam Reinhart get into it in front of the Bronco net. And we'll get a whistle in Bronco territory with 1:03 to go in the 4-on-4, 5:03 to go in the period, and we're still scoreless.
4-on-4, that's where you see the offensive creativity that those Reinhart brothers have. You know, even when those pucks are tied up, the Broncos do a good job of tying it up. You know, a second player comes in and is able to get the puck and create a little bit of havoc in the Swift Current zone.
Broncos win the draw. Hetherington pressured, has the puck on his backhand, turns away from Isman, goes across the front of his net to Reese Scarlett. Quickly up to Graham Black. Across ice, Magnus gains the Kootenay line and got poke-checked by Dirk as he tried to stick handle in. Hetherington has the puck at center, dumps it deep into Kootenay territory. Lewin out of his goal. Pass the puck off to Muth. The former Bronco who played a season and a half here in Swift Current moves it to Dirk. Back to Muth again. He's pressured by Magnus. Magnus lifts his stick, steals and shoots! And a nice shoulder save made by Lewin as Magnus took a quick, hard shot after picking the pocket of his old teammate.
Yeah, there he got Tanner Muth. He put pressure on him, forced him to do a tight turn at the top of the circles. Magnus just stayed with him, was able to lift his stick, like you said, pick his pocket, and got a good shot, a good wrist shot from the top of the circles, and a good save by the Kootenay Ice goaltender.
Ice win the draw. Puck comes behind the net. Nybrandt there, pressured by Hoban. Now Benoit's got it for Kootenay. He'll skate it through his zone, out to center. Hoban trying to pick his pocket as Benoit dumps it into Bronco territory. Riem back to collect it. Benoit beats him to the puck. Now Craig trying to fight it off of Elgin Pierce's stick. Comes up the right wall. Craig throws a hard hit, knocking Leach down, and the Broncos get it out to center. Here's Riem over the Kootenay line. Slap shot! Forced away by Lewin. That kind of seemed to change directions on him, or at least went in an unexpected place, and Lewin had to react at the last second. Now the puck deflected into Bronco territory by Benoit. Back to get it, Hetherington. Starting again from his own end. Off the wall, out to center. Here comes Graham Black down the left wing. Has Magnus with him. Tries a shot, and a nice diving block by Simpson. Black now again. Passed it off to Moser. Back to the line, Hetherington just keeps it into Black behind the goal. On his backhand, Simpson bumps him. Broncos work it loose. Black again turns left corner. Makes a nice spin move. Throws it out to Magnus. Back to Scarlett. Slap shot through traffic, and Lewin makes a pad save. Here's Moser. Pass to Magnus, left corner. He'll turn with the puck. Drops it behind the net. Black centers it. Moser scores! What a goal by the Broncos! 1-0 Swift Current.
What a play by Graham Black behind the net, and I was actually looking to see if there was going to be a penalty on the call because he kind of got hit from behind, you know, even though he wasn't against the boards. But as he gets hit, he throws it behind him out in front to Moser, who coming into the front of the net, and he buries that puck. And just a good play by Graham Black. Great awareness to know where his line mate is as he's kind of behind the net, behind the goal line. Makes a great pass. And like I said, I was looking for a penalty on that play, and you know, all of a sudden it's in the back of the net. So very good job by Graham Black and Ryan Moser.
Really, that whole line, they got the passing going, the tight turns by Magnus in the corner, and they made those quick decisions with the puck. It was on their stick like half a second before they let go of it and made the moves.
Broncos goal, his 13th of the season, scored by number 14, Ryan Moser. Assist number 21, Graham Black. And number 12, Christian Magnus. They tell the goal 16:51.
You're exactly right, too. You know, what a good shift all around, that quick puck movement. Kootenay was playing them very tight in their coverage. They had to move the puck quick, and every time they felt a little bit of pressure, they were able to find the open guy, and just a very good shift by that line.
Puck in Bronco territory, centered for Sam Reinhart. Magnus picked his pocket. Puck deflects towards the net, and it's forced out to the neutral zone by Moser. Back to get it, Dirk at his own line. Up to center ice, picked up there by Sam Reinhart. Gains the Bronco line. A step offside as McKinley was in ahead of him, and will get the face-off in the neutral zone. 2:37 to play in the first. 1-0 Broncos on the Eagle 94.1.
Getting started on a tough project? Whether you're building, renovating, or landscaping, everything you need is at Robertson Rentals. Let Robertson Rentals make your job a little easier with man lifts in various sizes, construction tools, skid steers, and attachments. Plus, just in time for winter, you'll find a good selection of electric, propane, or diesel heaters. Get the job done right with Robertson Rentals, 2090 North Railway Street West, or visit them online at robertsonrental.com.
We're back live here at the Credit Union iPlex in Swift Current. Broncos and Kootenay ice in action. 1-0 Swift Current leading on a great goal set up by Graham Black and Christian Magnus for Ryan Moser, who made a nice move to his backhand in front. Broncos get it into Kootenay territory. Former Kootenay ice forward Adam Rossignol knocked down by his old teammate Leach. Puck comes behind the net. Buse trying to jam it from the side of the goal, and Lewin has it covered up. Very calm and collected in his goal. The Buffalo Sabres property, Nathan Lewin. In his 20-year-old season, one of the top netminders in Canada again, and he was a big factor in Kootenay winning a Western Hockey League crown last season.
Yeah, definitely. You watched that team last year, and a very good hockey team, but you know, they play that way, especially your D can play confident when they know they have a guy behind them that's going to bail them out when they do make a mistake. And when you play without that fear of making mistakes, you're going to play better as a defenseman.
Here's Antilla for Kootenay. Gains the Bronco line. Takes a shot blocked by Richard Niedemel. Graham Craig finds the puck. Backhands it up the wall. Brad Hoban there. Skates it out to the neutral zone. Chips it ahead looking for Vaugh as it deflects into the Kootenay zone, and Leach knocked it to the corner. Puck comes up the wall. Niedemel holds it in at the right point. Getting a little more comfortable on that right point at even strength. Now Kootenay gets it to center. It's dumped in deep by Montgomery. Rings around to the right half wall. Craig looking for it as it ends up deflecting into the seats. And there'll be a face-off, I think, in Bronco territory as it deflected off of Bronco. 1:27 to go in the first period. 1-0, Swift Current leading. You're looking to see if anyone caught it?
See if anybody got it, but it looked like it hit the stairs in between the seats, so a good sign.
Actually comes out into the neutral zone, so that went straight out off the Kootenay forward, Joe Antilla. Puck dumped into ice territory. Out of his net now, Lewin moves it over to Dirk. He'll backhand it behind his net. Tanner Muth there, pressured by Black, sends it up the wall. Isman turns with the puck, has Magnus on him, moves it across to Dirk, who will chip it out to center and give it right to Reese Scarlett, who nearly gives it away to Sam Reinhart, but Black's there. He got bumped, but stays on his feet. Black, top of the slot, shoots! A nice save made by Lewin. Now Black's after the puck again, left half wall. What a turn by Black. Around behind the net, centering it, loose puck. Moser, a backhander that got blocked in front and forced out to the neutral zone. And McKinley dumps it into Bronco territory. Graham Black has his instincts going today. Magnus in his own end, tried to send it up the wall, blocked by Leach, and it's chipped out by Scarlett. 38 seconds to go in the first period as Paulson's back to collect the puck for Kootenay. Long pass, and it's dumped in by McKinley. Heiser making a line change. Craig has a little bit of time. Setting up in his own zone. Craig up the wall to center. Puck ends up at the Kootenay line. Paulson fans on it. Turns, got it out to center to Max Reinhart. Quick little feed ahead. Pierce has it. Back for Max Reinhart again. Broken up by Niedemel, who can't clear it. Leach at the point, a shot. And a glove save made by Groenheid, who finds that puck around ankle high as Graham Craig and Max Reinhart shove each other a little bit at the top of the crease with 10 seconds to go in the first. 1-0 Broncos.
One of the things I really like about the Broncos and the way they play is just the way they converge at both nets. You know, there's a shot, a save by Groenheid, and they're right there, kind of protect their space.
It's going to be Taylor Wise against Max Reinhart on the draw. Won by Max Reinhart. Benoit centers it. Max Reinhart, a one-timer, missing the net. Benoit from a bad angle, blocked by Niedemel. Centered again for Pierce. He scored. just at the buzzer. The Ice tie the game. What a chip by Pierce, somehow getting that over John Groenheid.
Yeah, that's an unfortunate ending to the period for the Swift Current Broncos. 10 seconds left. You see the skill and the offensiveness of Reinhardt. Very little space. Finds himself in a spot where he can get the one-timer. The puck's bouncing around. Like you say, it's chipped toward the net, and somehow, I don't know if it went kind of over his shoulder and down, just by getting the puck towards the net, all of a sudden it's in the back of the net. I know Mark Lamb's probably, asking for it to be reviewed to see if it did go in before the buzzer, but, I think from our vantage point, I think it was definitely in before the final buzzer went.
Well, they're heading to the locker room. Wouldn't there still be a face-off at center?
I think if there was .2, they just would
call it.
Yeah, they would say no point in having that face-off.
Well, there's still no signal and no goal marked off on the score clock. Oh, now they do put it up there. So the goal will count, it looks like, and that's one of those killers. The Broncos
we did it. All we're doing is treating people right. But I'll tell you what, it feels real good when we hear it from our customers. Come and see for yourself. Minard's Leisure World's Dream Enough Summer RV Sale, now in Moose Jaw, March 1st to the 11th at Exhibition Park. MinardsLeisureWorld.com.
It's the second period. Let's drop the puck. The Eagle 94.1.
I'm Sean Mullen with Terry Pavley live at the Credit Union Iplex in Swift Current. 1-1 our score between the Kootenay Ice and Swift Current Broncos. And the Broncos, Terry, gave up that goal in the final second of the first period. And we'll see how they respond as the puck drops for the second frame.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see how both teams respond. If that really gives the Kootenay Ice a lot of jump, a lot of momentum to start this period, and to see how the Broncos respond. And like I said before, they really need to just look at the positives, the way they played in the first, and build on those.
We are underway. Broncos going from my right to my left. Kootenay wins the faceoff. That was something you'd mentioned, Kerry. That was an issue for the Broncos in the first. And Antilla gains the Swift Current line to the left half wall, to the left corner, stops there. Bumped by Niedemel, plays it to the right corner. Craig goes out. They battle for the puck. Craig really laying the stick into Montgomery's lower back, now forcing him into the corner. Max Reinhardt trying to dig the puck out of that pile. Montgomery still got it. Made a turn away from Craig. Craig stays with him. Now Montgomery bumped by Taylor Vaz. Vaz throws the shoulder on the big guy. And Craig tried to force the puck up and out. Antilla blocked it. Niedemel going after it. Got a stick on it. Craig sends it up the wall for Hoban, and he doesn't get enough juice on it. Second try, he's able to clear, and all the way down the ice it goes as the Broncos are unable to make a line change. They're going to call that icing. 49 seconds into the period, a face-off coming in Bronco territory.
The other thing that the Broncos really need to focus on, I think, is that neutral zone play. Make sure that they're not getting caught in the neutral zone without the puck. Just kind of find your player, take away the middle. And then when you have the puck, a couple times they just threw it to the wall when they had opportunities to maybe throw it to their D and regroup.
Face-off win by Kootenay. They get the puck to the left corner. Sam Reinhardt cycles it. It's in the feet there of McKinley. Now the puck comes to the right corner. Centered. Sam Reinhardt can't get a shot as Vaz and Hoban converged on him, and Hoban just got it out to center. It's dumped right back in deep by Jesse Isman. Groenheid lost control of the puck behind his net. Now sends it up the wall. Muth comes in from the point, shoots it towards the net as Groenheid got back in. It got blocked in front. Broncos unable to change their D pair. Long first shift for Niedemel and Craig. Sam Reinhardt has the puck in from the point. Dirk can't get a shot. Turning with it in the corner. Isman takes it behind the net. Wrap it around at front. Stopped by Groenheid. Not a good shot. Centered. That shot high by Sam Reinhardt. It was wide open. Broncos trying to force the puck out. Now Black will skate it to center. Gets to the red line. Gains the Kootenay line and gets a shot stopped by Lewin. Moser on the rebound. Dumps it behind the goal. Finally, Craig and Niedemel able to get the change. Here's Jagger Dirk for Kootenay. Throws it out to center. It bounces to the Bronco line, and Hetherington plays it up to the red line. Turned over again, and Cable will backhand it into Swift Current territory. So early momentum going to Kootenay after that late goal in the first. Here's Hetherington from behind his net, made a couple of spin moves, skates with the puck, takes it out to the neutral zone, and backhands it into Kootenay territory. After it is Rossignol. Got the puck behind the net, got forced off it with a body check by Paulson. Hetherington holds it in, and his shot deflects over the Kootenay goal. Rossignol on it right corner, tried to make a move with it and got stripped by Elgin Pierce. Pierce, the goal scorer for Kootenay, as they get it to center, and Benoit will dump it into Bronco territory. Benoit going to it behind the net, passed it off to Pierce, wrapping around with it, can't get full control of the puck, takes it to the left half wall, spins away from a hit by Rossignol, and then his pass knocked away by Hetherington. He'll send it up the wall. Paulson trying to hold it as Jerko hits him. Benoit does hold the puck in at the right point. Pierce takes it to the left half wall, makes a turn on Hetherington, but Rossignol's got the puck, sent it up the wall. Simpson just able to hold it, and then Jerko forced it out. Back at his own line, Nybrandt. His pass hits off the feet of Pierce. Voss trying to lift his stick. Puck comes into Bronco territory. Voss back to get it. Moves it over to Scarlett. Long shift for Scarlett and Hetherington now as Scarlett's pass hits off a Kootenay foot, and Leach knocks it out to center. Voss there, dumps it back in right into Leach, and he'll clear again. Voss once more gets a dump in off the glass behind the Kootenay net. Lewin out of his goal, leaves it for Nybrandt. He's got it behind the net. Max Reinhardt will skate past it. Now Nybrandt starts ahead. Over to Leach. Cross ice pass intercepted by Coda Gordon. Now Gordon will go up for Hoban. That's deflected into Kootenay territory. Leach on it first for Kootenay. Hoban coming after him, trying to lift his stick. Leach gets away with it and sends it out to center. And Niedemel ties up there with Antilla. Hoban's able to come back and dump it into Kootenay territory again for a line change. We're nearly 4 minutes into the second period. Game tied at 1. Kootenay starting from behind their own net, waiting for their line change to finish up. Leach will move the puck over to Nybrandt again. He'll skate it to the red line and dump it into Bronco territory. After it, Martin leaves it go. Ubik drops it back to Muth at the right point. Shoots it, deflects off Niedemel and wide of the Bronco goal. It's centered again. Martin can't get a shot. Black chips it up the wall, and Adam Smith takes it out to center. Got it over to Moser, who dumps it into Kootenay territory and goes after it. Moser behind the net, bumped off the puck by Dirk. Black trying to find it. Dirk protects it. Black knocked it off his stick again. And Adam Smith is going to drop the mitts here in Kootenay territory with Ubik. Smith's helmet's off. He's knocked to his knees. Gets back up. Tries to throw it right. Fell down again. Ubik throws it right. And they're going to separate them as Smith couldn't keep his balance. And boy, is he upset with himself. A very frustrated Adam Smith really wanted that tilt, and he couldn't keep his balance.
No, 2 times there. He fell down 1 time, got up. Again, started to get back in the fight and lost his balance again. So nothing really materialized. They're going to get 5 minutes for really getting nothing accomplished.
Unfortunate for Adam Smith, who you could tell was really itching to go. And the fight he had over the weekend in Edmonton, it was the same thing. He just got into it, and they both ended up down on the ice quickly. And you can tell he's a guy who's motivated to help his teammate out, motivated to fire the group up. But it just didn't work out for him on this occasion.
You know, and I thought the timing was, the right time. The Broncos have been back on their heels. They had a real tough shift where they changed all 3 forwards. In this period, they have the long change. And if people don't know what that means, their goaltender is a long way from their bench. And then they just got caught in their end for a real long, extended period of time. And, couldn't get out of their zone and gave up scoring chances. And the other thing that they really have to be aware of is you look at both Reinhardt brothers, they have a knack of finding themselves open in the slot, and they really have to be aware of that.
Just on that face-off while you were talking, Terry, the Broncos got a great chance on a loose puck that Moser was able to turn and fire. This second line for Swift Current's really been hungry on the puck. This time it's Sam Reinhardt forcing it up to McKinley. He comes down the left wing, takes a quick wrist shot, and Groenheid makes a glove save on that. And now Isman getting into it in front of the Bronco goal with a couple of Swift Current Broncos who are doing what you mentioned they did in the first period, making sure that their goaltender's blocked after a whistle.
Yeah, you look at that right now. You look down there, and there's 5 Broncos, all within a couple of feet of their goaltender when there's a whistle. And I just really like that they do that in the way they protect their own net.
Christian Magnus on the face-off inside Bronco territory to the right of John Groenheid. Isman won it. Sam Reinhardt gets it back to the line. Return feed. Reinhardt shoots one, blocked by Scarlett. Sam Reinhardt drops it behind the net to Isman. Centering it! Great save by Groenheid. Puck still bouncing. McKinley tried to jam it in, and the Broncos get it clear. One-time shot by McKinley, top of the slot. Groenheid made the save, and the puck was sitting in front of him, and Kootenay couldn't jam it home. Magnus nearly intercepts the puck at the Kootenay blue line, but the Ice are still able to force it to center. Here's Sam Reinhardt again. Cross to McKinley. Throws it back out front, doesn't connect with Reinhardt. Muth holds it in at the right point. Isman bumped there. Hetherington tried to knock him off the puck. Comes up to the right point again. Muth just holds it in. In behind the Bronco net. Scarlett got a stick on it. And Sam Reinhardt stripped him. Good play by Reinhardt down low. Now Isman knocked down by Taylor Voss. He'll take it behind his own net and made a spin move. Made a move in front of his own goal and passed it up to Dakota Gordon, who takes it out to center. Gordon lost control of it, couldn't get it into Kootenay territory. Hetherington used his long stick to knock it back to Scarlett, and his pass deflected by Hoban into the Kootenay zone for a line change. Back to collect it, Leach ships it up too far for Cable. At center, it's dumped right back in by Eric Fleming for the Broncos. Leach back to collect it behind his net. Rossignol watching him. The ice making a turn. Pierce skates back past Leach. Now gets the puck. He'll take it out to the neutral zone. Pierce to center. Cross-ice pass. Nicely done. Nybrand slap shot. Misses the Bronco net. Puck comes to the right half wall. Durko forced it out. He'll skate it up to center. Josh Durko tried to dump it in. That got blocked by Leach, and the Broncos called offside. 13:32 to go in the second period. 1-1 score. Broncos and ice. This is Broncos Radio on the Eagle 94.1.
Come on, start. Come on, engine. Turn over.
Cold, snow, and below freezing temperatures are just around the corner, so head to Canadian Tire early for a Quaker State oil and filter change for only $34.99, including a 30-point inspection for most cars and light-duty trucks. Plus, you'll get a free Rough Rider cap when you take advantage of the oil and filter change. Don't wait until winter hits with a vengeance. Take your vehicle in now to Canadian Tire for oil changes, antifreezes, tires, or anything else you may need. Canadian Tire Swift Current.
I'm Sean Mullen with Terry Pavley in Swift Current. Ice and Broncos tied at 1 as Max Reinhardt chips it out front. Nearly a nifting passing play to Montgomery. Now Montgomery turns top left circle and has a shot deflected wide. Max Reinhardt keeps it in behind the Bronco net. It's sent up the wall and out to Hoban. In stride down the right wing, and he'll just dump it in deep and get a line change. 12:57 to go in the second period. Game tied at 1. Here's Leach. Up to center, deflected. Off of Graham Craig's stick into the Bronco zone. Montgomery and Craig bump in the right corner. Brock Montgomery kicks it over to Antilla. He'll cycle it. It's nearly intercepted by Black. Now Max Reinhardt bumped by Niedemel, and Groenheid will cover the loose puck up with 12:39 to go in the second period. 1-1 the score, and a face-off coming inside Bronco territory.
The Broncos have done a good job of not giving a ton of quality scoring chances. They've given a couple, but, you know, the Kootenay Ice have had the momentum. The majority of the play has been in the Broncos' end, but really doing a good job of keeping them to the outside, even though they're cycling the puck, just not giving a lot of big-time scoring chances.
Broncos win the face-off this time, and Scarlett plays it up to Magnus, coming down the right wing, trying to get behind Simpson, and a good defensive play by Simpson at the last second, forcing him to the outside. Magnus's pass skips away from Moser to the left corner. Muth on it, got bumped by Black. Sam Reinhardt can't find the puck. It comes out to center, and Black's got it. Graham Black will backhand it in deep, and he'll head to the bench. Halston back to collect it for Kootenay. In behind his net. Moves it over to Simpson. Skates it out to the neutral zone. Got away from Magnus, then lost control of the puck. Gained it back and dumped it into Bronco territory. That's just not going to be an icing. Hetherington back to collect it. Off the boards and out to center. Buse can't come away with the rolling puck, and it's dumped back into Bronco territory. No icing on it. Hetherington sends it up the wall, and this one also won't be icing. Must have hit off a Kootenay stick on the way. Durko goes after it. A hard bump by Durko, and Dirk, who stays on his feet. And the Ice get it out to center. Here's Benoit. Backhander into Bronco territory. Niedemel back to collect it. Turns it over. It ends up behind the Bronco net. Buse picks it up. He's falling and backhands it up the wall, turning it over as well. Puck comes back to the line. Tanner Muth tries a shot. Hits off Durko. Max Reinhardt trying to center it. Didn't get control of the puck. Rossignol sends it up the wall. Buse trying to get it out and can't. Jagger Dirk on his backhand. Over to Muth, right point. He'll shoot. Pad save made by Groenheid. The rebound picked up by Buse. He'll take it out to center. Levi Buse down the right wing. Takes the shot into the feet of Jagger Dirk. Rossignol goes after the puck behind the net. He's knocked down. Buse has the puck. Turns with it. Looking for Daniel Dale out front, but their wires got crossed. Now Dale turns it over to Pierce, and Pierce gets to center. The goal scorer for Kootenay cuts down the right wing to the right half wall, to the right corner. Fleming battles him and knocks him off the puck. Dale chips it up the wall. Andy Blank there, got it to the line. Held in by Leach, who backhands it high into the corner. Fleming again going after it. Puck comes back to Leach at the right point. He'll shoot one off the shaft of Andy Blank's stick. Glove down by Riem. That should be a glove pass against the Broncos, not called, as Magnus knocks it into Kootenay territory. Leach on it. Knocks it up the wall. Dale can't get a stick on it. Comes out to center. Montgomery goes back looking for an Eybrandt. That deflects off him into the Kootenay zone. Out of his net, Lewin trying to catch the Broncos on a line change and ends up icing the puck, but no icing on the call as the Broncos let it get past them intentionally. Niedemel back in his own zone, bobbles the puck. Max Reinhardt takes it away, cutting towards the goal, and Groenheid will dive on it for a face-off in Bronco territory with exactly 10 minutes to go in the second period in a 1-1 game.
Very good job by the officials. You know, the goaltender threw the puck up into the Broncos who were changing. Like you said, they had to leave it intentionally, so they're on the ball and no icing. And then on the glove pass, I think because it's in the defending zone, you get away with that glove pass. If it's in the offensive zone, they'd blow it down. So really being on the ball and, making the right calls.
Broncos win the draw, got it to the line. It's held in by Leach. Comes again to Niedemel. Up to center ice. It's behind Hoban. Comes back to Niedemel again. And it's a bouncing puck, and Tilla finds it. Dumps it into the Broncos zone. Loose puck comes to Max Reinhardt, and alone he scores! What a move by Reinhardt, undressing Groenheid to give Kootenay a 2-1 edge as a bouncing puck bounced right to the wrong guy.
Yeah, that's the truth right there, bouncing puck. And, it was funny, the last 4 or 5 minutes, the puck seems to be nothing crisp, tape to tape. Everything was bouncing around. Graham Craig got caught kind of in a bad spot. Puck got thrown to Max Reinhardt, and you give him that breakaway. I mean, he's so nifty. He makes a quick little head fake to his right, comes back to the left, and really no chance for John Groenheid.
Max Reinhardt up to 28 goals on the season now for the Calgary Flames draft pick. And Kootenay, who has had the momentum in this second period, take a 2-1 lead. That late goal for Kootenay seems to have spurred them. A goal with 1 second left in the first period. And since that, the Ice have really controlled the play. And eventually they were going to get one behind Groenheid, and they were able to on that partial break for Max Reinhardt. Here's Hetherington for the Broncos. Gains the Kootenay line. Left tap ball, shoots one. That sails over the Kootenay goal. And here's the goal call.
Score number 23, Max Reinhardt. Assist number 21, Brock Montgomery. The time of the goal, 10-18.
Broncos after the puck down low. Inside Kootenay territory, here's Graham Black. Spins in the left corner. Makes another move. Now he's pinned against the wall. Magnus coming in for it. He's forced off the puck. Isman tries to clear, blocked by Ryan Moser. He'll get it down low to Black again. Tried to center it. It hits off Magnus, and it's forced out to the neutral zone by Isman. And Craig picked his pocket, Hetherington took it away from him and dumped it to the Kootenay line. At center ice, Hetherington steals again. Gains the Kootenay line. Slap shot. Glove save made by Lewin, and he'll hang on. We'll take the radio timeout. 2-1 Kootenay leads. You're listening to Bronco Radio on the Eagle 94.1.
You always shoulder check before passing anyone. You always use your blinkers, and you never speed. Unlike that guy who just plowed into your rear bumper. Bad accidents happen to good people, and when you want repairs done right, you bring them to Clausen's, the auto body collision specialists. They're your SGI accredited experts, always paying attention to every last detail. Clausen's Auto Body in Swift Current.
It's not a party without a little excitement, so hurry into Robertson Rentals for everything you need to host a fantastic event. From weddings and parties to birthdays, anniversaries, and other celebrations, you'll find tents of all sizes, visual and audio equipment to make recordings, popcorn machines, coffee urns, and so much more. Planning a wedding? Stop by for linens in a variety of colors, backdrops, plants, vases, and mirrors. You can also purchase plastic cutlery, dishes, candles, ribbons, lighting, and napkins. Get inspired at Robertson Rentals, 2090 North Railway Street, West in Swift Current.
How do you like to be treated?
The service they provide from the time when you first walk in to buy a trailer or to even to look at the trailer, there's no pressure sales. When you go to pick the trailer up, they treat you like friends and family. It was just such an atmosphere of friendship that just had to buy a trailer. We did it.
All we're doing is treating people right. But I'll tell you what, it feels real good when we hear it from our customers. Come and see for yourself. Minard's Leisure World's Dream Enough Summer RV Sale, now in Moose Jaw, March 1st to the 11th at Exhibition Park. MinardsLeisureWorld.com.
One ice lead the Broncos. 8:34 to go in the second period. Kootenay wins the draw. Rosignol and Durko trying to find it left corner. It comes behind the net, and Dirk's got it for Kootenay. He'll chip it high out to the neutral zone. Pierce racing to it in Bronco territory. Fleming back to get it. And that's going to be called, I think, icing. Just crossing the line before the two players get to it. And so the faceoff will come all the way back into the Kootenay zone.
Geez, that's a very close call. Again, the officials right on top of it. One of the things you notice about the Kootenay Ice again there, they just get that puck, throw it to an open spot, and then they just track it down and makes it a tough play on Fleming, as he's got pressure on him. Probably fortunate for the icing call.
Rossignol again against Pierce on the draw. Pierce won it. It's knocked into the wall. Durko trying to knock it loose. Dirk has it in his feet. Durko's right on top of him. Rossignol in there as well. Durko backhands it to the left half wall, and Pierce takes it away. He'll take it out to center. Down the right wing, Pierce has Cable with him. Got it to the slot to Cable, whose shot goes wide. He'll cycle it back in. Pierce has it, left half wall. Throws it out front to Cable, to the backhand. Tried to go back to the forehand, and he didn't get much on it. Groenheid an easy stop on that one. As Muth holds it in, back behind the net. Cable turns with it, cuts back out front. Made a spin move at the left half wall. Back to the line, Dirk. Walks the line. Slap shot. Blocked in front by Rossignol. Held in by Muth. It goes off a skate. Played back to the line. Muth held it in again. Benoit on the right half wall. Got it into Montgomery, fresh off the bench. Rossignol trying to knock it away from him. Ice make a line change, bring their top line out. Broncos stuck with a tired third line as Leach takes a shot from the point, blocked. And Buse will chip it over Leach all the way to the Kootenay line. The Broncos get a much-needed line change. Fleming stuck out there, golfs at the puck at his own blue line. Niedemel races back to get it. He'll back up behind his net. Taylor Vise turning. Comes behind the goal. Picks the puck up, drops it for Niedemel again. He'll move it over to Fleming. Up the boards. Coda Gordon collects it in the neutral zone. Goes cross ice looking for Vise, and that deflects into the Bronco bench for a face-off with 6:50 to go in the second period. 2-1 Kootenay leading on the Eagle 94-1. We'll stay with you here. The puck hits center ice.
What a good play by Levi Buse. The Broncos were caught in their end. A long shift. Didn't ice the puck. He just flipped it up over the Kootenay defender and allowed 4 Broncos to change and regroup for the Broncos. So just a smart play by Levi Buse.
Andy Blank on the draw at center ice, beaten by Philp. Nybrand plays it up, and Martin dumps it into Bronco territory. Graham Craig back to collect it, sends it up the wall. It's in Daniel Dale's feet, and he'll force it out to center. Andy Blank dumps it in, and Adam Smith goes after it. He's got it left corner, cycles it for Blank. He's bumped by Paulson. Good play by Paulson to take it away. Now Adam Smith finds it and dumps it back behind the Kootenay net again. Simpson pressured by Blank. He bumps him. Dale comes in, runs into his own teammate. Philp has it, spins, and chips it up the wall, and Hubick forced it just out. Hoban there, dumps it back in deep. Lewin out of his goal, leaves it for Paulson. Andy Blank will spin to the bench as the Broncos complete a line change, and Paulson gets it to center. He'll dump it into Bronco territory. A hopping puck picked up by Hetherington. Long pass, got it to Vaz. Nicely done. In over the Kootenay line, and Vaz lost control of it. Montgomery back in the neutral zone, pressured by Gordon. He'll kick it back up to Vaz. In over the Kootenay line, bumped, hangs onto it, made a move, dumps it behind the Kootenay net to Hoban. On his backhand, Brad Hoban takes it to the right half wall. Back to Scarlett. Across to Hetherington. Shoots it. Deflected. Vaz can't jam it in. Taylor Vaz and Muth battling. Gordon's got the puck now. Back to Hetherington. He'll keep it into Gordon. Comes behind the net now. Vaz has Muth pinning him. Vaz kicks it for Hoban. He'll turn left corner. Back for Vaz again. Trying to cut out front, and Muth knocks him to the ice. Hard play by Tanner Muth on his former captain as Lewin covers it up. 5:23 to go in the second. 2-1 Kootenay leading.
2 very good plays by Dylan Hetherington on the back end. The first one, he got that shot to the net with Taylor Vaz hanging around there. The second time he got the puck, he took a look. The shooting lane was blocked, just threw it down low, allowed Voss and Hoban to battle. Voss was able to get position and take that puck to the net.
Graham Black now against Sam Reinhart. Black won the draw, but he split his 2 defensemen out to the neutral zone. Craig backs up to his own blue line. Up off Magnus's glove and into Kootenay territory. Black battling for it there. Comes to the right corner, centered by Moser. Magnus scores! What a shot by Christian Magnus! Game's tied at 2.
Yeah, what an excellent shot. Like you said, Moser did a great job. Again, this whole line did a great job, but Moser did a good job of getting himself open in the slot. Puck came on his stick, and as the goalie moved across, he went back to his glove hand, Great top shelf, and just a wonderful shot, and a great tape-to-tape pass from the corner. So just this line has been very good for the Broncos, and really when they needed that goal, Kootenay's controlled the majority of the play here, get a goal late in the period to get themselves back even.
Now Fleming bobbles the puck. Cable jumps on it, got it out to Benoit, and his behind-the-back pass is picked off by Durko.
Broncos' second goal, his 8th of the season, scored by number 12, Christian Magnus. Assist number 14, Ryan Moser. The time of the goal, 14:53. Magnus is 8th of the year.
Magnus now has scored for the 3rd time in his 4 games since coming back from injury. And all 3 of them very good shots by a guy who the coaching staff constantly harps on to shoot more because he's got the ability to do that. And maybe he's picking that up a little bit. As Fleming tries to clear it, bounced off. Dale comes out front, and a shot by Martin missed. Centered again, nobody there for Kootenay. Dale finds the puck and lost control of it. Can't get it out. Comes back behind the Bronco net. Groenheid there. Moves it over to Dalton Riem. Back to Fleming. Up to Daniel Dale. Dale move it out to the neutral zone, and Smith is going to go now with Martin. Adam Smith really wants to fight. He's getting a couple of rights in on Martin. Martin with a hard left coming back. Smith stays on his feet. Another hard left by Martin. Then Martin tumbles to his knees, and the fight's broken up quickly. Smith got a couple in at first, and Martin got a couple in towards the end.
Yeah, Adam Smith showing that he really wanted to redeem himself from that last fight he had, and found a willing dance partner, and did a much better job that time. Was able to stay balanced, and both guys got a few shots in.
And they both head to the dressing room. Smith's second fight of the game, and that actually started in the first period as Martin was getting into it with that whole Bronco 4th line. He was unable to drop the gloves with Daniel Dale as the linesman stepped in the way of the 2 of them, and this time was ready and willing to go with Adam Smith.
And again, I give Adam Smith credit. Earlier in the game, he was trying to get momentum when they didn't have it, or when he tried to fight this time. A great shift by the Broncos. Moser, a great pass to Magnus in the slot, and then he wants to build on the momentum. He finally sees his team getting some jump, so he's going to go out and try to build on that momentum. So, his timing has been, in my opinion, pretty good at both times in terms of the momentum part of the hockey game.
Well, Adam Smith, a quick 10 minutes in penalties for about 25 seconds of work. That time able to land some shots. Really good young man, really polite young man, and a guy who works very hard. And you watch his game, the coaching staff really like how simple he keeps it. Doesn't make a lot of mistakes out there. Makes sure that he knows his role and he plays it to a T out there. And that's why they've grown more and more confident in him as the season has progressed. As the puck comes to center and Cable deflects it. Oh, he missed it. That's going to be an icing call and a face-off back in Kootenay territory. But as a coach, when you have a 4th liner like an Adam Smith, you don't want him to try to be fancy, to try to make some coast-to-coast rush, get the puck on their stick, make a quick decision, dump it deep, and that's what Adam Smith's been doing. Yeah,
very rarely do you see a hockey team with 20 Sidney Crosbys, so guys have to know their role, and they have to play their role to a T, and like you said, he's starting to figure out what his role is, keep it simple, make simple plays, and when he does that, he's going to allow himself ice time.
Here's Taylor Voss in, over for Hoban. His snapshot is blocked by Dirk and ends up out of play as the Broncos get a little speed going through the neutral zone, and they'll get a face-off this time in Kootenay territory again with 3:53 to go in the second period. Game tied at 2.
We talked between periods and commercials about 3-on-2 opportunities and how it seemed like the Broncos were getting shots from out wide and not moving the puck. And there was a better example of the Broncos trying to get some puck movement on that quick 3-on-2 rush and then get a shot.
Draw win to Niedemel. His shot blocked in front and bounced away. It's cleared by Leach to center. Antilla goes across the Bronco line, intercepted by Gordon, but his pass is intercepted at center, and Antilla gains the Bronco line again. Forced off the puck. Craig goes across to Niedemel. He'll go to center, but miss Hoban, and that'll be an icing call against Swift Current. with 3:32 to go in the second, and a draw coming up in Bronco territory in a 2-2 game.
Seems like you can never really build on the momentum in this game. And
no.
For a while, the puck is really bouncy, scrambly. Then you have a great goal, a good fight, and then a couple icings in a row, and you can't really get that fast-paced game going for an extended period.
That's, I think, expressive of the style of game these two teams play as well. As the Ice win the draw, Leach at the point shoots one. A pad save made by Groenheid. Cycled by Reinhardt behind the net. Boz intercepts that. Up the middle for Brad Hoban. He'll take it out to center. Made a couple of nice moves and backhands it deep. Made his moves to get to the red line and got a line change. Leach behind his net for Kootenay. Waiting as the Ice complete a line change as well. Max Reinhardt will skate behind the net. Overskates the puck and lets Leach go. He'll pass it up to Reinhardt at center. Made a move away from Moser. Gains the Bronco line. Takes it to the corner. Shoots one. Groenheid bobbles it. Still loose, and Black will knock it to the corner as an Ice player falls into the Bronco goal and knocks it off its moorings. Must have got knocked in there. That's Pierce.
Yeah, Dylan Hetherington, just hard back to the net. Protected the front of the net. Made contact, and they knocked that net off. And, you see those skilled players like Reinhardt there. Gets the puck, sees there's really nothing there, and just lets that hard, quick snapshot go to the net, kind of hit Groenheid in the chest area, and then all of a sudden there's a scoring chance.
And Groenheid gave Hetherington a tap on the back after that for helping him out as Graham Black forced the puck out to center. He made a really good play on that loose puck. Gains the Kootenay line and takes a hard low shot, stopped by Lewin. Puck comes up to the right half wall, held in by a pinching Scarlett. Back behind the net, Black. Centering it, and Moser got tripped up, couldn't find the puck. Isman takes it out to center. He's got Sam Reinhardt with him. The dump in hits off Scarlett's stick and ends up out of play with 2:28 to go, and a face-off coming in Bronco territory in the second period. 2-2 our score.
And a good job, like you said, by Dylan Hetherington, and I'd like to see John Groenheid acknowledge that. A lot of times you see players acknowledge their goaltenders on good plays, but sometimes you don't pick that up, and goalies are very aware of what's going on around them, and they know when somebody helps them out, so it's nice to see, go over, give them a tap, thanks, good job. I mean, it helps that repertoire between you and your defenseman.
And reinforcing a developing 16-year-old.
Yes, definitely.
Puck comes out to center ice. Kootenay's got it. Nice little drop pass. In comes a shot by Antilla that sails wide, and the Broncos clear. That's going to be waved off. No icing on that one. Lewin will leave it behind his net. Simpson controls it there for Kootenay. He'll wait for Philp to come back. Philp skates past him. Simpson will start to skate with it. Through his own zone. His pass deflected by Rosignol to center, and Philp has it. Gains the Bronco line. Fleming after him in the corner. They battle behind the net. Fleming trying to dig it loose. In to help out Rosignol. Ice have the puck. Cutting out front. A shot stopped by Groenheid. Again, it's cycled by Antilla. Montgomery going after Rosignol. Knocks the puck away from him. It comes up the left wall. Buse on it there and will backhand it out off a stick into the linesman's feet in the neutral zone. Picked up by Rosignol. Ahead to Buse. Cutting down the right wing. Takes the shot. And a pad save made by Lewin. As Adam Rosignol looks like he's hurt as he heads off to the Bronco bench. Montgomery comes down the right wing. Makes a move. Can't get completely by Graham Craig, though. Puck's behind the Bronco net with 1:15 to play in the second period. Game tied at 2. Here's Taylor Voss. Made a couple of moves away from Max Reinhardt. Gains the Kootenay line. Takes it and turns at the left half wall. And lost the puck. And away comes Max Reinhardt down the right wing. He has numbers, and he fires a shot high and wide, trying to go glove hand side on Groenheid. Pierce again. Back to the line for Muth. At the right point. Shoots, and he misses the net. Looking far side on Groenheid. Puck comes back to Max Reinhardt behind the net. Graham Craig trying to knock it loose. It's the final minute of the period. Broncos gave up a goal in the final minute in the first. Don't want to do it again as Voss takes it and passed it to Gordon, who will dump it into Kootenay territory with 30 seconds to go in the period. Dirk back to collect it. Up the boards, off of Max Reinhardt, and all the way down the ice for an icing call against Kootenay with 24.6 seconds to go in the period, and the game tied at 2.
Again, Mark Lamb wasn't happy. He was really yelling at the linesman. He had 1 foot up on the bench, and he was just barking at him for about 30 seconds. The play went by, came by again. He was really on him again about that, so I wasn't sure what happened there.
Graham Black fighting for the puck off the draw. Got it to the net. Magnus scores! Christian Magnus, second of the period. Broncos get the lead back.
what a good play. That was just right off the face-off. Graham Black just chipped the puck forward. Magnus beat his guy, the guy that's supposed to take him off the draw, walked in, got the rebound, and finished it on the glove hand side. So this period, period's not over yet, but the Broncos score a late goal to hopefully create some momentum for themselves.
Black likes that play. He's used it a couple of times. And if you catch a team off guard, then all of a sudden you can have a wide-open net, as Christian Magnus did. Second of the period for Magnus, and that line has scored all 3 Bronco goals. Now battling for it at their own blue line. Moser can't force it out. Stumped behind the Bronco goal, and that'll do it for the second period. Didn't start well for the Broncos, but they recovered with 2 goals in the second half to take a 3-2 lead. A very strong recovery from Swift Current. Here's the goal call.
Second of the game and 9th of the year, scored by number 12, Christian.
Culture and recreation groups in the province. Groups that get people involved and organize activities for the young and young at heart. Improving our quality of life and providing the building blocks for a healthy community. With Saskatchewan Lotteries, we all win. Get involved today.
Third period play-by-play begins. To the Buffalo Brew Pub broadcast booth.
I'm Sean Mullen, joined by Terry Pavley, live at the Credit Union iPlex in Swift Current. 3-2, Broncos lead the Kootenay Ice on 2 goals and 3 points so far by former Kootenay Ice forward Christian Magnus, rising to the occasion against his old team. And Terry, that whole line has been the key for the Broncos so far. Magnus, Graham Black, and Ryan Moser.
Yeah, they definitely have been the offensive catalyst by their 3 goals they've scored. Early on it was Brad Hoban who had 4 just very good opportunities in the slot in front of the Kootenay goaltender, and since then that line has been very good. And they're making a lot of good plays, simple plays, getting the puck deep, using their speed to track down pucks, protecting the puck well in the offensive zone. You've said it a number of times, under pressure, made a tight turn and then found somebody, and so just a very good job, and getting rewarded by starting this third period.
Black, Magnus, Moser out on the draw. Broncos going from my left to my right. They get the puck to the Kootenay blue line. It's poked off Moser's stick. Hetherington turns back at his own blue line across to Reese Scarlett. Looking for an opening. Goes cross ice off the boards. Moser collects it. Dumps it into Kootenay territory. Not deep. Black going hard after it against Leach. Moser takes it behind the Kootenay net. Turns. Tried to center it. Hits off a foot. Chipped up the wall. Hetherington there. Shoots one. Blocked in front and taken out to center ice. Here comes Isman down the left wing. Long blast, missing the Bronco goal. Sam Reinhart picks it up. Tried to cycle it. Magnus took it away from him. Skates it behind his net. Moves it over to Reese Scarlett. Bounces off his stick. He'll send it up the wall and out to center. Dirk back to his own blue line. Looking for an opening. Fires it up the middle. Nearly caught Brock Montgomery going between the 2 Bronco defenders, but it bounced off his stick. Now at the right point, Muth. Slap shot. Bounces out front and knocked away before the ice can get to it. Dirk in from the point. His low shot stopped by Groenheid. And Tilla spins at the left half wall. Has Black on him. Trying to knock it away. Long shift for this second line for the Broncos. Magnus skates it out to center. He'll dump it deep off the glove and blocker of Lewin. And the Broncos complete a line change. They need it. Vaz goes after it left corner. Picks it up. Back to the line to Niedemel. Looking, shooting. It bounces wide. Hoban steers it back out front. And Lewin blocked his net. Good play by the big goaltender. Out to center Antilla for Kootenay. Will dump it deep into Bronco territory. Niedemel back to collect it. Bumping there into Max Reinhart. Vaz comes away with the puck and clears it off Hoban's stick to the Kootenay line. Reinhart lost his lid in that battle with Richard Niedemel, and he'll skate back to the bench. Puck is dumped in behind the Bronco net. Cable let it go because he's going to be offside. And Niedemel bowls over top of Pierce. Cable coming at him. Pierce as well. Hughes blocks him. What a hit by Richard Niedemel. That could be our crunch of the game right there, as Kootenay didn't recognize the offside call coming, and that'll end up all the way back in ice territory.
The Swift Current Broncos, Reese Scarlett makes a great diving play, about a minute into the period. They were caught on a long shift, the Broncos. I don't know if that puck hit the post, then hit Groenheid, was laying in front of the net. Reese Scarlett just turned and dove, got that puck to the corner, and really evaded a very good scoring chance by the Kootenay Ice.
Tanner Muth has gotten a lot of pucks towards the net in this game. I'm sure he'd love to get a point in Swift Current in his first trip back as a member of the Kootenay Ice. Fleming holds the puck in for the Broncos. Levi Buse going after it behind the net. It's sent up the wall by Simpson, and Kootenay will get it to center. Fleming pokes it ahead but turns it over. Pierce with speed gains the Bronco line. Made a move, cuts to the net. Stopped by Groenheid as Pierce pulled into him. Great run to the net by Pierce, and Groenheid kept it out.
Yeah, that was kind of a double whammy for Eric Fleming. He turned the puck over, then got beat pretty handily on the one-on-one, and that's where we've talked about before, that goaltender that really can stand in there and make a save after a mistake. Really is that confidence booster for your defenseman. Then they don't play with that fear, and that's what John Groenheid did there. Bailed his teammate out who had a tough go.
It'll be Rossignol on the draw here against Pierce. Pierce kicks it back to Simpson at center. Over to Paulson, who dumps it in deep. Bounces off the glass. Pierce goes after it. Puck comes up the wall. Buse knocks it to the line. Simpson holds it in, and Buse will try to kick it out, and Simpson holds it in again. Now Cable takes it to the net. His shot stopped by Groenheid. Benoit cycles it in deep. Goes off Pierce to the left corner. Riem racing after it. Tried to force it up the wall. Simpson in from the point. Blocks him. 4 players in battling for it. Back to the line. Benoit tries a slap shot that misses the net. Paulson comes in from the point, steers it behind the Bronco goal, and Rossignol plays it back up the right wall and out to center. Josh Durko bumped off the puck by Benoit. Durko just running out of steam there as Buse will go after it now behind the Kootenay net. Battle for it. Simpson lost it. Blank comes off the bench and picks it up, wraps around behind the net. Andy Blank back to the line to Hetherington, just holds it in, wraps around, comes up the right boards. Philp tried to get it to the line, held in by Scarlett, but Blank's going to get a penalty for his hit on Hubick, drilling him, and that'll draw a crowd. I think they might call this boarding on Andy Blank. It'll be the first power play of the game for the Kootenay Ice, down a goal with 16:49 to go in the third period.
This will be an important penalty kill for the Swift Current Broncos. They haven't been very good. We've talked about that on many broadcasts. And, here's the true test. When you're in a hockey game, you have a lead, and you need a kill. This is where we'll see if, they're growing as a hockey team, a young hockey team, and being able to get the job done in crunch time.
Kootenay 13th in the league on the power play at 20.8%. That tells you power plays are deadly in the Western League this year. Only 4 teams in the league don't have a power play at least around the 20% mark. And the Broncos were able to get a clear penalty kill, brought to you by Crutch's Plumbing and Heating, voted New Business of the Year in 2010. They killed off all the Edmonton Oil King power plays on Saturday, and Edmonton has an excellent power play. That was a good rebound after the Broncos had a lot of trouble in Calgary on the penalty kill. Now here's Isman. Turns around behind the Bronco net, passed it off to Max Reinhart. He'll go across out front to Leach. He tried to pass it, and Niedemel dove in the way of the pass. Great block by Niedemel. Leach again on the left half wall. Fed it down low to Isman. Over to Max Reinhart, right half wall. Watched by Taylor Voss. Now Leach coming in from the point. Comes back to Dirk, back to Max Reinhart, across to Leach, who's backed back off, top left circle, shoots one, blocked by Niedemel. Pierce on the rebound, stopped by Groenheid. Niedemel backhands it up the wall, blocked by Leach. He'll go across the zone. Max Reinhart can't find the bouncing puck. Ball is on him. Reinhart comes away with it. Max Reinhart again on the right half wall. 55 seconds to go on the power play. Back to Dirk, shoots one. That goes wide of the Bronco goal. Now Scarlett can't take it away from Isman. He'll drop it off to Max Reinhart again, still on that right half wall. Leach coming in from the point, pass across to him, a little too far for him. Leach throws it back out front, missing the net, comes to Max Reinhart once more. He'll take it to the right corner. Back to the line, Leach, slap shot! That sails high. Dirk on the rebound, has it behind the net, chips it over to Max Reinhart. Hoban on him. This penalty-killing unit has been out the whole Kootenay power play. It's a pass by Max Reinhart, hit off Vaz, comes to Dirk, left half wall. 15 seconds to go on the power play. Leach over to Reinhart, shot blocked in front. Hoban backhand, clear, and the Broncos will kill it off.
Good job by Brad Hoban. Under pressure, they've been out there for almost the whole time. When you're tired, you sometimes make poor decisions, and he just really made sure he got that puck down, allowed the penalty kill unit to get off the ice.
Back to 5-on-5 as the puck's dumped into Bronco territory. Riem back to collect it, sends it up the wall. Sam Reinhart can't take it away from Magnus. He gets it to center to Moser, and he tried to split two defenders. Now he'll dump it to the corner and go after it against Tanner Muth. Moser gets a stick on the puck, knocks it behind the net. Magnus goes after it. Paulson has a stick on it now for Kootenay. Magnus trying to center the puck on his backhand, takes it to the right corner, cycles it around to the left corner. Graham Black there tried to knock it back behind the net. It took a funny hop off the glass and bounced out front, and Kootenay got it clear. Fleming golfs it back ahead to Moser. His pass too far for Black into Kootenay territory. Montgomery and Black go after it. Montgomery on it first, sends it up the left wall, and it's chipped out to center off the stick of Dylan Hetherington. He'll go back to his own blue line for the Broncos. His pass bounces off the boards to Gordon, comes back to Hetherington, and he'll dump it deep on the backhand as the Broncos nearly got caught on a too many men on that initial pass by Hetherington. Now it's hit off of Benoit into Bronco territory. Out of his net, Groenheid sends it up the wall. Off the foot of Antilla, comes back to the line to Leach, fakes the shot, passed it off. Antilla backhands it behind the Bronco net. Hetherington going after it, picks it up, pressured, backhands it up the wall, and Hoban will knock it out all the way down the ice, and that'll be an icing call against the Broncos. 13:21 to go in the third. 3-2 Swift Current leading, but the Broncos have been outshot 7-1 in the third period so far.
Yeah, they haven't been able to generate a lot of scoring again, but you know what? They've given up 7 and probably really only one really glorious scoring opportunity. And you know, a lot of times you talk to coaches, they look at the shot clock, but they keep track of scoring chances, and that's the bigger stat for them. And so far the Broncos have done a good job of not giving up a ton of scoring chances.
And Richard Niedemel with 2 important blocks on that penalty kill. One on a pass as the puck ends up towards the Bronco net off a draw in by Kootenay, and it bounces away. Leach holds it in right point, throws it out front on goal, and Groenheid will glove that down and block his net with Max Reinhart coming towards him, and a face-off again in Bronco territory. But Niedemel made a diving block on a pass and a block on a shot, taking away 2 chances for Kootenay on that PK.
Yeah, that block on the pass was a great play. Leach had stuck in from the going back door, and he was going to throw it across, and if that puck gets through, it's probably a goal, and a good read by Richard Niedemel.
Graham Craig will backhand at the length of the ice, and that's going to be another icing call against the Broncos. Their top line still stuck on the ice, unable to get a change. 13:01 to go, third period. Face off again in Bronco territory. And the Kootenay Ice will have Max Reinhart on the draw. They've sort of shaken up their lines throughout the game. Face off won by Kootenay, back to the line. Slap shot by Leach. His stick breaks in half, so he gets nothing on it. Puck comes out front. Holman there just knocks it to center. Gordon will chase after it. It's poked away from him. Vaz was headed to the bench as the puck came to him. Black stayed on the bench, and Vaz got a dump. Nybrandt's pass deflects off Benoit at center ice, picked up by Ryan Moser. Makes a turn with it and dumps it into Kootenay territory. Magnus and Moser going after it. They poke it off Paulson's stick. Magnus has Pierce on him, lost the puck. Black gets it back to the line. Hetherington just holds it in. Comes to the right corner. Moser going after it. Paulson pokes it up the wall. Benoit tries to clear. Blocked by Black. Moser cuts to the slot. His shot stopped by Lathan Lewin. Just getting his arm on the puck. Now Black trying to force it to the net again. Sent up the wall. Blocked by Moser. He's got it right half wall. Scarlett, a slap shot, deflects off Max Reinhart, and a great save by Lewin. Now Magnus turns and shoots from the point. Lewin the stop, and he'll hang on. And that second line for the Broncos comes out and turns the momentum around with 12:02 to go in the third and a 3-2 Bronco lead.
A very good job by Ryan Moser. He got that puck on a stick, got his feet moving, protected the puck well, was able to get a really good shot away. I think Leuven got a nice piece of it with his glove hand there. And then Reese Scarlett gets a very good shot away, deflected by Max Reinhart towards his own goal, and just great reaction shown by the Kootenay Ice goaltender.
Boz wins the draw with his foot. Back to Craig. He'll pass it off to Hoban. Takes the shot, and it's knocked away by Lewin. Blocker's save on that one. Gordon battling for it. Simpson knocks it off his stick. Hoban comes to it in the right corner, cycles it for Voss. He's knocked down by Sam Reinhart, but gets back up, throws it back to the line. Slap shot by Craig, sails wide and ricochets all the way out and down into Bronco territory. Boy, did Craig get a ton on that as Niedemel fans on his pass, but it only comes to him again, and his pass will be dumped by Hoban into Kootenay territory for a line change.
Nice play by Niedemel, even though he kind of fanned on the first one, composed himself, found Brad Hoban cross ice, and who was able to dump it in.
McKinley deflects it into Bronco territory, not deep, and Hetherington gets it back to center. Durko plays it to the Kootenay line. And Durko also threw Sam Reinhart to the ice, and that's going to be a penalty, I think, against the Broncos. Lewin gets to the bench. Here comes Dirk for Kootenay. Down the left wing, gains the Bronco line. Centering it. Groenheid got a stick on it. Muth has the puck now. Here's Max Reinhart, a quick shot. Stopped, and the rebound touched by Durko. And that's going to be a high stick called against the Swift Current Broncos. And it's going to be Josh Durko heading to the penalty box with 10:50 to go in the third period. Broncos will have to kill off another Kootenay power play here with a 1-goal lead.
Yeah, another important penalty kill. And, if they can do the things they did on the last one, really, protect that shooting lane, don't let pucks get through. And obviously you watch the Kootenay Ice 1, they're very scripted on their power play. Leach will try to go back door and just make sure they take that away.
Taylor Vise against Max Reinhart on the draw. Reinhart won it. Leach at the point. Passed it off to Max Reinhart again. He's on the right half wall. Protects. Back to the line to Leach. Back to Reinhart again. Top right circle. Vise on him. Forced him to turn. Reinhart hangs on to it. Centers it. Pierce. A one-timer. Blocked again by Niedemel. Vise chips it to the line. It's held in. Dirk. Top left circle. Shoots. Blocked by Niedemel. His fourth block on the penalty kill this period. Now Max Reinhart again. Passed it back to the line. Leach holds it in. Scarlett got a stick on it. Gets away from the crowd and clears it off the stick of Leach and all the way down the ice.
You often say the goaltender's got to be your best penalty killer, but when Richard Niedemel does a job like that and the pucks don't get through, sure makes the goaltender's job easier.
Puck's dumped into Bronco territory by Isman. Fleming gets to it, trying to fight to clear it. In behind his net, forced off the puck. Riem going after it. It's played back behind the Bronco net to Max Reinhart. He's in Gretzky's office looking for an opening. Plays it back to Leach at the right point. 55 seconds to go in the power play. Reinhart shoots one. Blockered away by Groenheid. Dirk at the left point. Turns away from Magnus. Throws it across to Max Reinhart again on the right half wall. Power play runs through him. Has a goal and an assist in this game already. Looking for an opening. Down low to Isman. Back out front, deflected by Riem. Fleming tries to knock the puck out and just does. Down the ice it goes with 30 seconds to go on the Kootenay power play, and they'll bring the second unit out. Leach will leave it for Paulson, who starts Kootenay away. Up to center ice, McKinley. Kicks the puck to his stick and dumps it in deep. Groenheid out of his net. Pressure coming. Goes up the middle and clears it with 15 seconds to go on the Kootenay power play.
Very good job, and that all starts with communication from your defenseman telling the goalie he's got time. Groenheid does a good job. Look, see that the middle seam is open, and throws the puck down by himself.
McKinley after the puck into Bronco territory. Turns away from Scarlett. Got it back to the line. Moser off the bench. Got a stick on him. We're back to 5-on-5, and Niedemel's got the puck. Gets to center and dumps it deep. Good kill by the Broncos as Moser goes after it against Muth. Magnus in there as well. Muth kicks it away from them. Black blocks it on the right half wall. Takes it back to the corner. Knocks it behind the goal to Moser. Turns with it. Tried to center it. Blocked by Muth. Moser gets it again. Knocks it to the right corner. Black chasing after it. Knocks Sam Reinhart off the puck. Turns with it. Turns again. Got it behind the net to Christian Magnus. Looking for an opening. Turns in the left corner. Paulson bumps him and knocks him to the ice hard. Puck comes up the wall. Held in by Black. A slap shot. And what a save by Nathan Lewin as the puck bounced to Graham Black. And he turned and fired it towards the net. And Lewin kicks at the pad and not only made the save but hung on. We'll take the radio timeout. 3-2 Broncos lead in the third period on the Eagle 94.1.
In a season of falling temperatures and rising energy bills, your local Bryant professional stands ready to defend your home's comfort. Because when the temperature falls, Bryant turns up the heat efficiently.
When your home's comfort is threatened, call Crutches Plumbing and Heating at 773-9393.
Bryant, whatever it takes.
Redhead Equipment in Swift Current has the right combine for you, offering the broadest lineup in the industry with 6 Case IH axial flow models. The Axial Flow's proven single rotor and matched capacity design provides unmatched grain quality and savings. With the fewest drive components in the industry, Case IH Axial Flow combines are engineered for simplicity and reliability. See Redhead Equipment today for more details.
When farming is your business.
The next generation Motorola professional two-way radio communication solution is here. Comm Center would like to introduce Moto Turbo digital two-way radio with improved performance, productivity, and value. Motorola Moto Turbo brings you enhanced voice communications combined with powerful data applications such as text messaging services and GPS vehicle location services. For more information on what's new in two-way radio, contact Comm Center.
I'm Sean Mullen with Terry Pavley in Swift Current. Broncos lead Kootenay 3-2 with 8 minutes to go in the third period. Ice on the attack. Antilla to the net. Stopped by Groenheid. Rebound blocked. They score. A loose puck in front on a 3-on-2 rush, and the Ice knock it underneath John Groenheid to tie the game fresh off the radio timeout. That's a huge, huge goal for Kootenay.
You know, it's interesting watching the coaches for the Kootenay Ice. It looks like they had scripted something off that face-off. They ended up getting a 3-on-2. Absolute fabulous puck movement, but you often don't see that after the goal. The coaches were very excited down there, went right to each other, were talking right away, had big smiles on their faces. So you take that body language as something that they talked about, planned, worked perfectly for their hockey team.
Well, they just sprung that 3-on-2 right off the face-off, and the Broncos goaltender John Groenheid made the initial save, but that loose puck, they couldn't get to it.
Scoring is 13th of the year, number 20, Joe Antilla. Assist number 26, Levi Cable. And number 22, Eric Benoit. The time of the goal, 12:04.
Puck now dumped down the ice into Kootenay territory. Black, Magnus, and Moser come out, and Black got upended behind the net by Muth. Gets right back up. Moser trying to find the puck. Muth knocks it away from Black. Magnus goes to it. They've done all the scoring for the Broncos and have been the momentum-turning line. Back to the line, Hetherington. Just holds it in, no shooting lane. Got it behind the net to Black. Turns away from Muth, and then Muth took it back. Black trying to take it back, and Muth threw him down. Black gets back up. His stick on the puck. Antilla takes it back away for Kootenay. He'll turn in his own zone. Antilla has tied the game for the Ice. Drops it off to Muth. He'll go to center, and it's deflected by Montgomery right onto Groenheid, and Groenheid will play it. Hetherington quickly up to Coda Gordon. Backhand to center to Taylor Vaz. Down the left wing. Vaz tried to knock it in deep. Got blocked. It's in his feet. Gordon digs it loose and dumps it to the corner. Hoban goes in after it. Nybran on the puck first. Turns away from Hoban. Made a pass up the middle. Montgomery didn't see it. Niedemel takes it back, and he'll dump it into Kootenay territory. Out of his net, Lewin. Leaves it for Leach, who sends it up the wall. Vaz gets a stick on it. Knocks it to the corner. Leach there. Turns away from Hoban. And chips it just out to center. Here's Montgomery, letting the puck go through his legs. Tries to find it. Gordon's on him. It's still kicked around. Montgomery let it go back to Paulson. His pass to Martin, who just avoids getting hit by Niedemel. And Craig will play it to center to Vaz, who tried to chip it ahead to Hoban, and that's dumped back into Bronco territory. Groenheid out of his net. Leaves it for Craig. Pressure coming. Craig throws it up the right wall. Andy Blank has it there. He'll get to center and dump it in deep. Out of his net, Lewin. Steers it to the corner as Durko got a piece of it. Rosignol and Durko battling for it. Comes behind the Kootenay net. Paulson moves it away. Hetherington keeps it in. Nice play by Hetherington at the left point. Now Paulson behind his net, pressured by Blank. Rosignol coming in, trying to help out. Former Kootenay Ice forward Adam Rosignol forced off the puck, and Kootenay gets it out to center. McKinley dumps it into Bronco territory. Hetherington chasing it down. Pressure coming. Sends it up the wall. It's intercepted by Ismond. He's got it right half wall. Cycles it into Sam Reinhardt. He's behind the Bronco net. Hetherington on him. Puck comes back to Dirk at the left point. Backs up and holds it in behind the net to Ismond. In Gretzky's office, looking for an opening. Cuts out front and lost control of the puck. Got to it again. Plays it back to Muth. He'll just hold it in. Get a return feed. Slap shot. Blocked in front. Rosignol knocks it to the corner. Comes up the wall. Blank can't get it out, but Rosignol will skate it to center. Down the left wing. 1-on-2. Makes a move. Cuts in. Scores! Holy Hannah, what a goal by Adam Rosignol.
What a beautiful goal. Started, Andy Blank did a good job on the wall in his own end. Allowed that puck to be picked up by Rossignol. Got it at his own blue line. Went all the way down the ice on his forehand. Put the puck out for the D to kind of cheat that way. Brought it back kind of between his feet and his stick. Went in, made a little fake backhand, glove hand side. And just a highlight reel goal. And it gives the Broncos the lead. But what a beautiful play.
Wow. And he started that play by knocking a puck away from the front of his net on a dangerous chance for Kootenay.
Broncos' fourth goal is 8th of the season, scored by number 16, Adam Rossignol. Assist number 23, Andy Blank. And number 7, Reese Scarlett. As the time of the goal, 15-10. That's
Adam Rossignol scoring against his old team. And the first time he's had a chance to play them since they traded him away. 3 of the Bronco 4 goals have been scored by former members of the Kootenay Ice. 2 by Magnus, 1 by Rossignol. In comes Hoban. He can't get a shot as Leach got a stick on him. 4-3 Broncos lead. Montgomery takes it to center with 3:57 to play. Into Bronco territory, Hetherington takes it back. Dylan Hetherington up the wall, off Coda Gordon to center. Bounces past Tanner Muth, who retreats into his own zone to pick it up. Goes across to Paulson. Up to center ice. Intercepted by Boz, and he'll dump it deep. Looking onto the Kootenay bench, I don't see Jagger Dirk, who usually plays with Muth. Wonder if he was hurt at some point. As Niedemel back in his own zone, pass it across ice to Moser at center. Makes a move to the red line, and he'll dump it deep. Paulson back to collect it. 3:20 to go. Third period. Puck played off the glass to center. Antilla there. Makes a pass across to Max Reinhardt. His shot gloved down by Groenheid, and he'll hang on. And the pushing and shoving doesn't last very long there. A little shove. 3:11 to go. Third period. Broncos up 4-3.
What a good response by the Swift Current Broncos. They gave up that tying goal, fairly late, the last half of the game, and to find a way to respond, get that lead back, just a good job by the Broncos, and good to see that line that was thrown together, third line thrown together by the Broncos coaching staff late here get rewarded.
Puck comes back to the line in the Broncos zone. Leach a shot that just goes wide. Hit a lot on that little snapshot as the Broncos clear it. And that's all the way down the ice. And just barely an icing against Reese Scarlett. The faceoff will come back into Bronco territory. 2:55 to play. What an individual effort by Adam Rossignol, though. And we talked about the highlight reel goal for the first Bronco goal. That one may be an even bigger highlight reel goal. It'd be tough to pick the highlight of the night tonight.
No, very tough. And, to beat the defenseman that cleanly and then make that move on the goaltender, just 2 great moves back-to-back for Rossignol to get that goal.
Forwards dream of making a 1-on-2 play like that. Splitting a D and cutting in, going shelf on the backhand. That's one of those things you practice in the backyard rink against the pylons. Back in their own zone, Kootenay. Starting away. Sam Reinhart, nice pass to McKinley, but he's forced back to the neutral zone. At center, Ismond will dump it in. Out of his goal, Groenheid can't get a stick on it. Comes to Brad Hoban, though, and he'll backhand it to center. Intercepted at center ice by Dirk, who is on the ice now for Kootenay. It's gloved by Hoban ahead to the Kootenay line. Dirk has it there again. Goes across to Muth. Up to center ice, all the way down the ice. Groenheid will touch it. Leave it for Scarlett, who turns it over to Max Reinhardt. Quick shot towards the net. Tipped by Benoit, and Groenheid makes the save.
There you go again. You see a very skilled offensive guy, Max Reinhardt, just throws that puck hard in the net. He knows that Benoit's going towards the net. Benoit gets a backhand deflection on it. John Groenheid very sharp to protect the lower half of the net and make a nice save.
Face-off inside Bronco territory. Magnus battling for it. Loose puck picked up by the ice. Max Reinhardt centers it, blocked by Graham Craig. He'll take the puck and turn behind his net, skates with it, chips it up to center to Moser, and he'll dump it deep. Back to collect it is Leach, pressured by Magnus. Moser gets a stick on it in the right corner. Bouncing puck, backhanded behind the ice net by Max Reinhardt. Paulson picks it up. He'll drop it back to Leach. 1:40 to go. Third period. 4-3 Broncos. Nice pass over to Pierce. Gains the Bronco line. Makes a spin move away from Craig. at the right point, feeds it into Max Reinhardt, who drops it behind the Bronco net. Nathan Lewin is coming to the bench. Puck comes to the line, held in by Muth, picked up by Black. Magnus is streaking. Black needs to clear, goes off the boards to center, and Dirk blocks that. Magnus could get a hat trick if he finds this puck. It gets behind the Kootenay D. Black tried to knock it into Kootenay territory, and Muth takes it back behind his net. 1:09 to play, third period. Kootenay net is empty. Now Magnus will go to the bench, so no hat trick for him. Up to center ice, Max Reinhardt dumps it in deep. Final minute of play, third period. Dirk and Scarlett go to it. They bump. Max Reinhardt's pass hits off Dirk behind the net. Picked up by Isman. Back to the point to Muth. He bobbles it a bit and turns it over to Scarlett. Scarlett's got the empty net. Backhander from center is wide of the goal. 40 seconds to go. Kootenay still has a chance. Long pass to center, knocked down by Vaz. Can't get control of it. Battling for it in the neutral zone. Dump to the Bronco line. Scarlett dumps it back into Kootenay territory. No icing. 30 seconds to play. 1-goal Bronco lead. Kootenay net is empty. They start from their own zone. Here's Antilla. He's got a goal this period. Dumps it into Bronco territory. Ricochets behind the net. Hetherington there. Up the wall. Gordon can't get it out. Comes back to the corner. Set out front. Vaz intercepts. Clears it all the way down the ice. Just enough juice for an icing call. With 7.6 seconds to play, it'll come down to a final face-off in Bronco territory. Swift Current leading 4-3.
I think a very unfortunate break for the Broncos. That puck ricocheted off the board, basically went through the Kootenay defenseman's skates. 9 out of 10 times that icing's waved off. Not that he didn't try to get it, but, nonetheless, an icing call, and it comes down, like you said, 7 seconds face-off.
Well, you said the Kootenay Ice coaching staff seemed to have drawn up a play that worked out for them to tie the game early in this period. Now Chris Knobloch has the whiteboard out again and is drawing something up for his forwards. So Chris Knobloch, who guided his team to a Western Hockey League championship in his first season behind the bench, trying to work some magic here late.
Yeah, and you know what? It's all going to be dependent on that face-off. If they can win that face-off, then they can set something up. Broncos are going to have to really make sure if they lose it, they know where they're going, know what they're doing.
Taylor Vaz will take the draw. It's Max Reinhardt for Kootenay. Face off to the left of John Groenheid. 6 ice attackers out there. Reinhardt backs off, comes back in. Vaz wins the draw. Scarlett got it to Niedemel. Off the glass. Intercepted, thrown out front, and the play is whistled dead. They're saying Niedemel's clearing attempt went into the mesh. So there'll be another face-off, but how much time will be left? They'll have to look at the clock here. I imagine they'll go upstairs to reset it. Will Niedemel get a penalty, or did that go off the glass and out?
Yeah, I'm not sure. There's going to be a couple things they're going to have to look at is how much time was left. And there, probably when the Broncos got the puck, probably didn't need to panic with it right away, because when they threw that so quickly, didn't really take a look, that allowed the Kootenay Ice to get another opportunity from the blue line. So you almost have to be aware. You don't want to hang on to it too much, but you can't just throw it blindly away either.
Right, they could have taken it back to the corner and killed off time. Well, we'll see what happens here. Another face-off coming up.
I think there's probably going to be 2-point-some seconds, maybe 3 at the most, and that's basically going to end up just being a right-handed centerman, I would think, would step in and take that face-off.
And try to jam it.
Or they have where they've got Sam Reinhardt, try to win it back for a real quick one-timer, but that's basically got to just be bang, bang.
Still waiting as they check the clock in the video review booth to see how much time is left. Very entertaining hockey game tonight.
Yeah, the third period especially has been very entertaining. Some good chances both ways. A couple highlight goals on both sides of the ice tonight. And
they're not going to get any more time. Just 1.8 seconds. So Vaz against Max Reinhardt with very little time left. This is a huge draw. Vaz comes in early, backs up, dropped. Vaz won it, tries to tie it up, and that'll do it. The Broncos hold on for a 4-3 victory, spurred by some former Kootenay Ice forwards. Christian Magnus with 2 goals and an assist, and Adam Rossignol scores a highlight reel winner to beat his old team in the first game he's played against them. 4-3 Swift Current.
Yeah, and just probably what you'd characterize again as a real character win. The Broncos give up that goal with, hundredths of a second left on the clock, find themselves down. The momentum definitely in the Kootenay Ice favor, and then the last 5 minutes of the second period, the Broncos scored 2 goals to give themselves the lead. Even when the Kootenay Ice tied it up in the third, stuck to the plan, stuck to the work ethic, ended up with a highlight reel, game-winning goal by former Kootenay Ice Adam Rossignol.
And what a goal it was, and what a game for the line of Graham Black, Ryan Moser, and Christian Magnus. But we'll talk more about that when we come back. Swift Current 4, Kootenay 3. The Weems Agritech post-game show is next. This is Broncos Radio on the Eagle 94.1.
From the drop of the puck to the game winner, the Weems Agritech post-game show is coming up. The Eagle 94.1.
It's too hot. It's too cold. Sound familiar?
Before thermostat wars send your utility bills soaring, see your Lennox dealer about a Dave Lennox Signature Collection home comfort system.
Call or see Brad or Tom at Lenz Plumbing and Heating at 130 8th Avenue Northwest. Call Lenz to arrange a 10-point Sask Energy Networks home heating tune-up.
See your participating Lennox dealer for details. Lennox dealers include independently owned and operated businesses. Lennox. A better place.
It's not a party without a little excitement, so hurry into Robertson Rentals for everything you need to host a fantastic event. From weddings and